2 years ago, Sevilla won their second Europa League in 3 seasons. Fast forward 24 months, they missed out on getting relegated by 1 point. Over-ambition to become Spain's 4th massive club has left them in a financial hole, signing players on way too high salaries that have not delivered. This cannot happen. Sevilla are way too good to find themselves in relegation battles. Today, I'm taking over, clearing out the high-wage players and getting Sevilla back to the top of not only European, but Spanish football as well. And forget about a Europa League. Today, we're going for a Champions League. So here we go, lads. This is the default starting 11 as we take over at the start of Season 2 using live start points to get us to the start of the 2025-26 season. And from what I can tell, players like Suso are the key reason why they find themselves in this mess. I'm transfer listing him, getting him out of this club. My transfer strategy, especially in these first few seasons, is to plug up and improve areas of the squad that are incredibly weak with players that are incredibly underrated. Players that I think are going to fit our squad brilliantly, but we're not going to have to pay an arm and a leg both on transfer fee and wages for. And for me, our first striker signing is going to be Ioannidis, the Greek striker from Panathinaikos. We get him on a cheap deal in his mid-20s. Definitely room for us to improve this guy. He makes our squad so much better, but we don't break the bank for him. Juan Luis Sanchez is a quality prospect. I was debating giving him the starting spot this season, but I'm going to loan him out to Girona. Adnan Januzaj perfectly encapsulates the type of player I need to get out of the club. Alvaro, I just can't have £3 million sitting as a backup goalkeeper. And Joan Jordan, again, £8.4 million for a 77 rated 31-year-old. That money could be so better used. The Saudi League bubble has burst. Gabri Veiga is ready to restart his career. He's collected his bag in the Saudi League. 23 years of age, less than 12 months remaining on his deal. The Spaniard returns home, £20 million, a bargain. Rafa Mir, the latest player out though, 4.5 mil to head to Germany. Nianzou, 1-year loan to Villarreal. Kelechi Iheanacho returns to Leicester City on a permanent transfer. Big money mover in the defense as the Brazilian Marçal leaves. And public enemy number 1. When I was doing my research for this video, I couldn't believe how many people wanted Suso. So many Sevilla fans hated this guy. So we've sold him 14.7 mil. We can reinvest that money so nicely. And for me, my next priority is a top quality goalkeeper. Philippe Jorgensen fits the mold perfectly. He's the 3rd string goalkeeper at Chelsea. He's played in La Liga before, and Sevilla, we're a big enough club where despite having a bad season last year, we still have a great reputation in European football. So we get him for over market value, 17.5 mil, but I'm really excited by this. And clearly the game is too, an A price rating. And the final addition in this summer transfer window, it's not a glamorous one, but it is an upgrade at a position we desperately need some depth. Portuguese left back Francisco Moura joining us from FC Porto. Healthy window this one, fellas. There is still a lot of work to do, but I'm hopeful that the tweaks we've made to the squad, both in terms of wages and personnel, is going to lift us off the bottom this year. I don't want to be even close to the relegation battle. And the best part is we still have a decent amount of money to do work in January. Let's see where we're sitting. Okay, this is a good start. 12th in La Liga. We are 7 points behind in front of Espanyol. So we're not safe from relegation, but Oviedo and Sporting are shitting the bed so much that it's really only 1 spot left to fight over. On the flip side, I mean, we get a couple wins here and we're into the European picture. We are closer to a Conference League or Europa League spot next year than we are the relegation zone. I want us capitalizing on the fact that we are in such a strong position to climb up the table. I'm going all in. I'm spending a large chunk of our remaining budget on a new centre midfielder that I don't believe I have ever used in a rebuild before. The Belgian centre midfielder Arne Engels joining us from Celtic, £22.5 million. I don't necessarily want Isaac rotting away on the bench, so I'm going to send the young striker out on loan. 2 years in the Belgian league with Westerlo. Let's see how this goes. It's an improvement from the halfway point of the year, but I was so hopeful we'd be able to sneak in one of those, at least the Conference League spot. It is not to be. It is still an improvement though. Nowhere near the relegation battle. 53 points with Sevilla. Celta Vigo go down. That is massive. Alongside Oviedo and Sporting. Celta Vigo going down with Sociedad having a stinker as well. Is crazy. Who won La Liga though? It is Barcelona, 7 points clear. We do win a trophy in our first year at Sevilla though. Okay, we're heading to the Europa League next year. We have won Copa de España on a penalty shootout against Athletic Bilbao. Come on now. I've seen so many memes about this since the Champions League final, about Tottenham just getting destroyed in the Super Cup. FC Career Mode doesn't agree. But taking a look at the Champions League, Juventus won there, Milan won the Europa League, and Fiorentina win the Conference League. Okay, that is great from those two. Ioannidis with 19 goals, and then Luca Bacchio, someone that I'll probably keep him a few years, but I can't see him being high rated enough when we hopefully win a Champions League. That being said, he's had a brilliant first year. Isak goes up +1 in his first 6 months in Belgium. Sanchez +4, although Carmona's gone up +4 as well. These two battling it out. I'm kind of happy I sent him on a 2-year loan now. Nianzou up +3. Okay, lads, not bad, not bad. We will be saying goodbye to 2 players at the end of the season, though. Nemanja Gadelj is retiring whilst I am letting Pablo Rivera walk on a free. A year of stabilization and building with Sevilla that resulted in a trophy along the way. Now we take it up another level in season 2. Last January for me, it was between this man that I've just signed and Engels. I elected to go for Engels, but I thought, yeah, I'm probably going to get this guy to start season 2. That is exactly what we've done. And just like Engels, I don't know if I've ever signed this guy before. It is the Moroccan center midfielder, Neil El Ainoui. Ejuke was one of my biggest disappointments out of last year, though. Incredibly quiet on the offensive front, so this made the decision to move on from him very straightforward. We've sold him to AS Monaco for 15, just shy of 16 mil. I'm happy with that price. Peke, super sub off the bench. I want to get him some growth. Off to Lorient for 2 years. And I'm also saying goodbye to our former starter, Jibril Sal. 12 months remaining on his contract. It's time to cash in. We have just bagged ourselves an absolute killer at the left wing spot. I feel like our starting 11 now, our front 3 especially, are going to score 1 trillion goals this season. Welcome the Brazilian winger, Igor Paxal, joining us from Marseille. Picking up a backup right winger as well, though, Adam Karabek joining us from Sparta Praha. A real focus on quality over quantity this transfer window, and it is paying dividends. Our starting 11 is not one that's going to be near a relegation battle. I want us pushing to retain the crown of Europa League kings, and it might be a little too ambitious, but I want us pushing for some sort of Champions League qualification, whether it's via La Liga, whether it's via the Europa League. I would love for season 3 to have Champions League football. But we've got to also hope that ambition doesn't come to bite us in the ass like it did for Sevilla in real life, which is why they are in this situation. I just converted Dodi Lukavakio. I wish I was talking when I was pressing the conversion button, but pressing the triangle button has converted him from an 82 to an 84. Yeah, we're on this year, boys. We are on. Forget about just qualifying. We are sitting second right now on the 1st of January. Only 1 loss all season. 12 points clear of Osasuna right now. It looks like we are almost destined for the Champions League, but we are pushing Real Madrid. Can we win ourselves a La Liga title? And things are going pretty well in the Europa League as well. Still 2 games remain in league phase play, but we look like we are in the hunt for automatic qualification. How is the second half of this season going to go? We dropped off in the second half of the season massively, whilst Real Madrid, they had it wrapped up 2 months ago, basically. We finished 19 points behind an insane Real Madrid side. We dropped down to 3rd in the league, only 4 points clear of Real Betis, but we are heading to the Champions League in season 3. That is awesome. Who got relegated here? Are there any big dogs like last year? Not necessarily. Mallorca go down alongside Levante and Las Palmas. Real Madrid wins Super Copa. We went out to Real Madrid 4-1. And we're not going to go back-to-back in Copa de España either. PSG win another Champions League title. We ended up going draw-win in January in the Europa League and finished in 9th position. So we go to the playoffs. Are we going to get our crown of Europa League kings back? Playoff round, we beat Wolfsburg 2-1, still alive, round of 16. We beat Porto 3-2. We are into the quarterfinals where we demolish Aston Villa 4-0. Semifinals, and we lose to Chelsea. We have lost to Chelsea in the Europa League semis, and Chelsea end up winning the Europa League, whilst Newcastle United go from 2nd place to winners in the Conference League. Holy hell. Dodi Lukavakio has got himself 45 goal contributions. I told you guys our front 3 was going to go absolutely off, but I did not expect it to this level. Vega's had a great year. Dude, we might not have to touch our front three or attacking midfielders for the rest of the video. And girls to an 84. Dude, we are in an awesome position. Carmona goes to an 81, and Sanchez goes to a 79 when he comes back, so I'm giving the nod to Jose Carmona. No growth for Isaac, though, so he's going to come back to the club next January, and I'm probably going to use him as a backup. Peke goes up to a 78. Overall, though, I am pumped with this season. Season 3, bring on life in the Champions League. I look at our squad and it is so obvious. Left back is where we are lagging behind. We had Francisco Moura from Porto. He was good for the early stages, but right now we're a Champions League club. Let's start buying like one. So I'm signing another Northern African to the squad. It is Ait Nouri. He's way too good to be playing at Torino. Let's bring him to a Champions League club. Do I want to sell Luciano Gourmet? Absolutely not. Unfortunately, though, he wants out of the club, and with 12 months remaining on his contract, it's either cash in now or lose him on a free transfer at the end of the year. Personally, I'm taking the 10.8 mil we're going to get for him every day of the week, although I would have rather just to keep him as a backup. On the flip side, I transfer listed Pedrosa. The left back heads to France. I've spent way more money than I had hoped to get a centre back in for this year, but there is no denying signing Daniel Vivian is a game-changing signing. A superstar of Athletic Bilbao in real life. In this save, he went to Napoli. I'm bringing him back to Spain. Like I said, way more money than I'd hoped to spend, but we're getting a quality player. This is going to be one we look back on fondly, I hope. Saying goodbye to a player that I would consider deadwood. The Cuban striker, Leandro Antonetti, heading to Sepsi. And to replace a Gourmet, I'm going to sign Hugo Sotelo. Younger, higher rated. That's an upgrade in my opinion. That's not an F. There was no way I was getting him for 9.3. I'm excited, fellas. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Like, look at this team. You can't look at this team and think, we actually could give the Champions League a crack. Normally, when I come into videos, I have a rough idea of when I think I would win the Champions League. For me, it was like season 4 to 6 sort of range. I genuinely think we're a season 3 shot this year. Don't get me wrong. It'd have to be a great run for us, but I think we have a chance. And a lot of that comes down to who have we drawn? Can we get ourselves into the playoffs, or can we push higher for an automatic spot? And look, September starts hard. We've got AC Milan and Roma. Then in October, we travel to Manchester to face City. November, we host Hungarian side Ferencvárosi. Then face Eintracht Frankfurt. Travel to Monaco in December, host Porto in January, and finish it off with Bayern Munich. After those opponents, I'm not even worried about getting top 8. I'm worried about getting playoffs at all. That is almost one of the toughest Champions League phase draws I've had this year. Mate, oh my God. Not a single loss. Yeah, okay. I said that this was going to be the toughest league phase I've had all year. It's perhaps my best performing one as well. We played the likes of Manchester City, Bayern Munich. We don't lose a single game. We get to skip the playoff phase, and we are automatically into the Champions League round of 16. I'm blown away. I can't lie, I was a little nervous that was going to affect how we were doing in La Liga as well, but after the January transfer window, we sit here second in the title race again, but there is a lot less wiggle room for the top 4 with Real Madrid and Barcelona breathing down our necks. Okay, and this is how it pans out. We have got Leipzig. Are we going to be facing Suso? Is Suso still there? That would actually be horrible if he went and just demolished us. Luka Bacchio's up to an 88. That is unbelievable. Explains a lot. First leg in Germany, and it is a 2-2 draw. Our summer signing Hugo Sotelo gets us an equalizer off the bench. Kai Havertz playing there for Leipzig, picking up a brace. We went undefeated in the group stages in league phase play. Do not tell me we're going to lose to Leipzig and go out in the round of 16. Keep the domination up, fellas. Second leg, and we come out 1-0 up. It's that man, Luka Bacchio. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but he gives us the lead and is going to fire us into the quarterfinals. And we get an opportunity for revenge. Chelsea took us out in the Europa League semi-finals last year. They went on to win that tournament. This year we faced them in the quarterfinals. Can we get our revenge and book our spot in a Champions League semi-final? Huge blow for the first leg though. Ioannidis is suspended. Adams is into the starting 11. This is a huge blow. But let's just make sure we can make it to the second leg at Stamford Bridge. We do! Okay. No Ioannidis, no problem. 2-0 up. to take back to West London. Oh, don't bottle it, lads. 2-0 up. Unitas back in. A spot in the semi-finals on the line. 2-0 in this second leg. Carmona gets a straight red, though. I knew there had to be a catch. All right, we're heading to a Champions League semi-final. Carmona is going to be out for the first leg, though. But we are still alive and kicking here in Season 3. All of my expectations continue to be exceeded. Okay, semi-finals, we verse Atletico Madrid. It is an all-Spanish affair and then an all-English affair. We face Atletico Madrid. We beat them in the league 2 weeks ago. I'm hoping to carry that over. Sanchez in for Carmona. The first leg at home. Set ourselves up like we did against Chelsea. Come on, 1-1. 1-1. We're going to take that back to the capital. Wesley equalizing there for Atletico. We are still alive. Still undefeated in the Champions League for this entire season. And now we are one more undefeated run away from a Champions League final. Carmona back in. We travel to Madrid. This one is a 2-1 win. The Brazilian Paxal is going to score a brace. And despite a Conor Gallagher late goal, it is only a consolation one. We are heading to a Champions League final in Season 3. Season 3. With Sevilla. But if we want to finish the job, we're going to have to go through Manchester City, one of the toughest challenges on FC25. A look around the grounds, that is not a good omen. Man United won the Europa League. That's another, oh my God. If I see an English club winning the Conference League, okay, it's Lyon. That makes me feel a little bit better. You guys know I love my omens on the channel. Oh my God, that is not a Barcelona, bro. Are you kidding me? We have got 85 points this year. And that is not enough for us to win a Champions League title, or a La Liga title rather. 1 point shy of Barcelona. We're in the Champions League again if we don't win tonight against City, but bloody hell. All right, who's going down? It's Espanyol Oviedo Alaves. Barcelona also win the Spanish Super Cup. We lost to Atletico in the semi-finals. And Atletico win Copa de España. We have had a season of so close yet so far. But that will not be what defines this season. I want a Champions League title to define Season 3. Ioannidis getting himself 34 goals. Igor Paxal, 39 goal contributions. This front three, bro, it is off its absolute face. I cannot wait to use this team in a Champions League final. We're using them earlier than I expected, but I'm absolutely not mad about it. Bring it on. And the finals in Spain. We've got the home nationality advantage. That's an omen. Omen, lads. Haaland with the shot and Haaland with the early goal. That is what I'm talking about. We can't give him any opportunities. He is so overpowered. Oh, no. No long shot. Just get something in front of them. No shot. I cannot get the ball off them. You've got to hold on to it, Jorgensen. Come on. Good touch. Shoot it. Ioannidis ties it up. Come on, lads. Oh, that was such a nice counter-attacking goal. They may have their sharpshooter in Erling Haaland, but we have Ioannidis. Come on, I want something to start this second half off on the right foot. I see a bit of an opening there. That's actually not where I wanted to go, but we're going to get the shot straight at Edison. Look at back here. I tried to specky him AFL style. Oh my God, we've been absolutely skinned here. I'm going to have to bring it to Kabore. It's a right back. How are we conceding that? That was absolutely pathetic defending. Man City via Kabore are going to reclaim the lead. Come on, man. Come on, trying to get something on the counter-attack. That's a great ball. I'm just going to go myself. Just go yourself. Tied up. Come on. Man City take the lead, but we reclaim it. That is brilliant. Oh, this is such an end-to-end Champions League final. Why are they sitting on top of the seats? João Neves. No, what am I doing? Good interception, Carmona. I need to lock up, bro. Counter. Go on, Igor. He's so fast, bro. In front of Nunez. Yes. Be smart, Jared. Trying to skill my way through. That's a great ball. Oh, what a smothering save. Oh, my God. They're passing us to death, bro. Kabore again. Kabore puts that one in. Good stuff. Intercepted. They get it back, though. And I thought they just reclaimed the lead. Holy hell. Please do something crazy here, fellas. Vega. Going out to Igor. We almost scored through him before. I see you, Ioannidis. I'm going to put it in here. Ioannidis! Oh, he's hit the side netting. I tried to squeeze it in there. That would have been the most dramatic way to win it, but instead we're off to extra time. They're so deadly. Good block. Falls right back to them though. Get it away. Neves. Haaland. I'm just lunging in everywhere. They go. What a save at the near post. And they are bringing off Haaland. City are bringing off Haaland. This looks really promising. Oh, I thought we stuffed it. No, my God, I was too focused about stuffing it, not the finish. Now it's about just making it to extra time, well intercepted, and we are heading to a penalty shootout in one of the most insane end-to-end Champions League finals. We get to go first. Luca Bacchio, the captain. I'm going to the left-hand side against Ederson, and we send him the wrong way. Martinez, his first kick of the ball. He's going to go to the left. Oh, you've got to save that. Leonidas. Top right corner, baby. Top right corner. What a pen! Neves. I reckon they're going back to the left. Oh, straight up the guts. El Ayanui. I'm going left. I'm going left. And Ederson saves. Oh, my God. They're going to the right. No, that was the exact same penalty. Oh, now we need to score every single one. I'm going to the right-hand side. Here, another good pen. We need a save, though. Nunez, I reckon he's going to the left. Oh my God. If Vivian doesn't score, we lose. Oh, come on, man. Come on, Vivian. I'm going left. I'm going left. All right, he's done his job. I need to save. Foden versus Jorgensen. He's going right. He's going right. He's going to the right. Oh my God, it's a stinker of a pen. But he sends us the wrong way. And we have lost a classic Champions League final. We don't lose them too often, lads, but when we lose a Champions League final, they absolutely sting. And I can confirm I'm stinging right now. For us to go to that next level in the Champions League, obviously, and La Liga, we need another superstar defender. We need somebody that's been there, done that in La Liga. The Uruguayan Araujo is the man for me. We're bringing him back to La Liga. The former Barcelona man signs on for a club record transfer. And just like TLC, I don't want no scrubs. I'm going to clean out house. Anybody who I don't think is a good player, you are gone. Alvaro Pascual heading to Turkey. Israel Dominguez heads to Poland. Meja to Argentina. And finally, Ramon Martinez to Plymouth Argyle. Last season, our lack of backup striker almost cost us desperately in the Champions League knockout round, so I'm bringing Roberto in. And to make sure we're covered, just in case something happens to Jorgensen, I'm going to sign the experienced Kepa Arrizabalaga, another former Chelsea goalkeeper, but we get him from Burnley. I'm still hurting after losing that Champions League final. We know that we can get there. We didn't lose a single game in the Champions League until the final, and technically that was a draw if it was counted on 90 minutes. We've only gotten better from last year. We've taken a lot of our waste from the bottom end of the roster, and this starting 11 is absolutely unbelievable. I want a quad. I want a quad with Sevilla this year. Last season, we entered the Champions League very nervous. I'm hoping our confidence isn't a false economy. However, we face Porto again this year. We also face Bayern Munich. Don't tell me we're going to have an impossible run again. Red Bull Salzburg, Galatasaray, AC Milan, Roma, Borussia Dortmund. This is almost harder than last season. Come on, man. And then Lille. Dude, this is probably harder of a league phase than last season. Who do I have to sacrifice to UEFA to get a good league phase run? Not quite an undefeated run, but again, less draws, which is actually more impressive. We get more points, I believe, and finish fourth into the round of 16 automatically for the second straight year. Where the hell are Man City? Did Man City not? Man City 18th. They versus Napoli. Wouldn't mind getting another crack at Man City, I can't lie. Oh, I fear I have done this to myself. I fear that I have manifested this, and we have now been drawn against Manchester City in the round of 16. I was more talking about facing them in the final, FC gods, not in the round of 16. Alrighty, into the Thunderdome we go. Travelling to Manchester at the Etihad Stadium against City, 1-1 draw in the first leg. I don't know if you guys caught that, but both Kabore and Ioannidis scored in that game just like the final. Monster blow for the second leg. Angels is suspended. That yellow card he got early in the first leg has cost him. Sotelo comes in. Oh, don't do it like this. Come on. Oh, I was actually getting so nervous deep down that we were done for. Luca Bacchio, though, with a brace. And we have got our revenge over Manchester City. It'll mean nothing, though, if we don't go all the way this year. Quarterfinals bound, and we have Borussia Dortmund. Engel's back into the starting 11 after serving his suspension. We travel, just like the Man City game, to Dortmund for the first leg. And again, just like the Man City game, it is a 1-1 draw. I just want us to start winning convincingly. I want some 2-0, 3-0 victories in the first legs. We've got to do the job here, though. Just like against Man City, can we do the job against Borussia Dortmund? Yes, we do. We are going to scrape our way into a Champions League semi-final. Here we go. 2 German teams, 1 Spanish, 1 Italian. We have drawn Bayer Leverkusen. Okay, switching things up. We got the home leg. I asked for that beforehand. Now I want us to get a big first leg scoreline. I'm so happy that I signed Araujo from Bayer Leverkusen at the start of the year. Let's hope that pays off. First leg, 2-1 victory. It's not a domination by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a lead to take to Germany. We've already eliminated 1 German team this season. Let's take another one out and book our spot back in the Champions League final. Semi-final, second leg in Leverkusen, 2-1. It goes to extra time. We lost in regulation, but our 2 wingers are going to step up deluxe. We book ourselves a spot in a Champions League final via stressful circumstances. Okay, Champions League final here in season number 4. We are facing Roma. Roma took out Bayern Munich in another dramatic game just like us, 5-4. So we're versing the Italians. Oh my god, not this crap again. Not the Omen crap again. An Italian team has won the Europa League and... okay, Tottenham win the Conference League. We have not won La Liga like I had hoped. We have scraped ourselves a spot into the next season's Champions League. Real Madrid back to domination though. Heading down this year, it is Las Palmas, Zaragoza, and Tenerife. We lost in the Supercopa final on penalties, and Villarreal win Copa de España. Freaking hell, mate. 31 goals, 23 assists, cooked front 3. Look, we've never lost back-to-back Champions League finals to my memory, and I don't intend on that starting tonight. I want a comprehensive demolition job of Roma. Bring on the Season 4 Champions League final. Oh my god, cleaned up, bro. Missed the wrong guy, and now they're away. It's 3-on-2. They've dropped off numbers. I'm trying to just cover every possible opportunity. Holy hell, I thought Carmona was going to put that in the top corner. Get it away, get it away, get it away now. Jesus Christ. Defend. No. No. Oh my god, we are behind in this final. Darwin Núñez picks us apart. That is a great finish. Come on, get the 1-2s going. Vega. Trying to thread the needle. That's nicely done. Paxal going there. Ianitis. Oh yeah, he scores it. I thought we mishit that for a second. But we have got ourselves the equalizer with the very last kick at the first half. Darwin, early shot, good save, Jorgensen. Heavy pass there, but it's the right move. We're going to go softly. Now we're going to feed it brilliantly there to Vega. It's in the corner, but I want to get back there. Igor, bit of space. Oh, I've mishit that completely. Oh, you got to win that. My god. Back here. I see the space. I see Ianitis. I just don't see the right opportunity to pass it. Oh my god! Oh my god! We picked the pocket! That felt like it was in slow-mo. Ianitis with a true goal poacher's goal. They take a heavy touch. I perfectly timed that tackle. And then that felt like slow motion in between the tackle to the finish. Oh my god. Muscles him off the ball. Great first touch to get past Kasunu. That is charity in the Champions League final. Do not concede off the kickoff. Jorgensen, hold on to it, please, bro. Bro, I can't get the ball away from them. We should be all tied up here. Oh my god, I'm stressed. Pass it backwards, pass it backwards. Force them into a backwards pass. Force them into a backwards pass, just like that. Blow the whistle, we got you in our traps. Come on. Oh my god, stressful as hell. I've lost a few years off my life. I've gained a few grey hairs, but we have got the job done. After their horror season in La Liga, Sevilla, in this universe, have won a Champions League title. Lads, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here if you want me to complete a rebuild with only relegated players.